Hey kids, it's Mr. Fly here, hope you're well. What an absolutely cracking spring day it is to do two of my favourite things. Go for a ride on my motorbike and do a spot of flying. If you're interested in either of those things, stick around and stay tuned. So at last it looks like springtime has come properly. It's the first really nice day here in Blighty today. It's April the 18th when I'm recording this, and it's 18 degrees, look, at 20 past 10 in the morning. Beautiful blue sky day, lovely weather forecast for the day. It's going to get up to something like 24 degrees later on, I think, and hence when the weather's like that my mind gets turning to what can I do with the day to make the most of it, and often that means biking, but today that also means my other favourite hobby, flying. So there's a few things I like to do more than mix the two, and that is ride the bike to the airfield for a bit of flying. And because it's really the first decent day after a very long and miserable winter here in the UK, means I haven't been flying for a while, so I'm a bit out of practice. And the way the laws work in this country, if you've not done 3 takeoffs and landings in the preceding 90 days of any period, you're not allowed to take passengers up for a flight. And of course, if summer is around the corner, I do love taking passengers up, and love taking the family down to the Isle of Wight and things like that. So I definitely want to be current for taking passengers. So that's my mission for today, basically, is just to get down to the airfield, check over the aeroplane, and go and fly it locally and do myself 3 takeoffs and landings so that I'm completely current for taking passengers when the need rises, when the next lovely weather comes along. Now, I used to do quite a few flying videos on the channel, but they never got many views, so I kind of stopped doing them. But that, of course, is where my name, the Missenden Flyer, comes from. I'm based in Great Missenden, and of course I love flying. So that's how the channel started, but I stopped doing them when, as I say, no one really watched them and people were watching my motorcycling stuff more. But every now and then I get a request from somebody to do something about flying, so if it's not your bag, feel free to skip this one and I'll see you on the next video. If you are interested, then stick around. I'll kind of show you what's involved in a basic light aircraft flight here in the UK. So how nice is this? 20.5 degrees now. Absolutely gorgeous day. Actually, ironically, sometimes it's better to fly when there are a few clouds in the sky. In the summertime, if you get a bit of fair weather cumulus, it normally hovers around at 2,500 to 3,000 feet, the sorts of heights that I fly at, and it's great fun just to sort of nip between the clouds. But beggars can't be choosers. I'll take this weather any time, given the winter we've had. So the airfield I'm based at is called White Waltham. It's near Maidenhead, just west of London. It's the home of the West London Aero Club. It's got a few famous members. James May, ex of Top Gear and now of the Grand Tour, he's a member there. As is Bruce Dickinson, the lead singer of Iron Maiden. We see him up there quite a lot. Nice chap to have a chat with about aeroplanes. And believe it or not, even Harrison Ford, the pilot of the Millennium Falcon, is a member, or at least he was a couple of years back, but that's a whole other story. I just love flying from this airfield. It's an all-grass airfield, which is quite rare, and it's a big old field, so it's got 3 runways, or 6 if you count both ends, so there's always something into wind, so it's very useful as a pilot for you. And the airfield's actually been here for a long time. It was used in World War II as a base for the ATA, the Air Transport Auxiliary, which is the famous group of women that were drafted into the RAF to act as ferry pilots in the war, and did amazing work. They were kind of, in the main, well-to-do ladies that already had pilot's licenses, and they were drafted in to help shift things like Spitfires, well, everything from Spitfires to Lancasters and all things in between, from the factories to the airfields that they were going to be deployed at during the war. And their home base was White Waltham, where I'm now headed. There are actually 1 or 2 of those ladies still left, which is amazing, and we do occasionally have events at White Waltham that they get invited along to, and they're amazing people to speak to. Right, nearly there. See you at the airfield in a minute. So here we are on a day like this, one of my favourite places on the planet. Echo Golf Lima Mike, as it's known to us pilots, or White Waltham to mere mortal folk. Ooh, R9T. Nice. Stick her in here. Well, look at that, 21 degrees, fantastic. Excellent, right to the airplane. So one thing you quickly learn about flying light aircraft is there's an awful lot of faff involved. So here I am at the aircraft. This is it just behind me. It's called a PA28, this type of aircraft. First job to do is to get that cover off. So I'll get the cover off and then I'll show you a bit more about the aeroplane. Right, that's the cover off. Now for the pre-flight checks. So I won't bore you with all the checks, but needless to say, there's lots to look at, including things like checking the brake fluid, which is what I'm doing now, checking the oil, etc. Once you've done that lot, you can actually go flying. So as you can see, it's pretty flipping warm in here. Absolutely sweating buckets here. There's no ventilation in here, and it's sitting in here. It's like a greenhouse. So I'm not going to mess about. I'm just going to get the plane started. I've got to taxi over to the pumps and get some fuel. I won't bother to show you how that's done, and I'll speak to you again once we get in the air. Okay, we've fueled up, ready to go, so I've just got to do my what's called a transit check now. So I've just switched the battery on, the alternator is on, annunciator lights check, mixture is rich, throttle is set 1/4 inch open, fuel pump can come on, anti-collision lights on, prime the engine, just a little bit, 1, 2, 3.
Awesome, ready, good afternoon. Golf Yankee Alpha Kilo
4.
Hotel Airfield information.
Okay, let's hope she starts.
Golf Kilo Hotel, welcome radio,
brakes.
5, runway news,
Clear,
2 on left hand, QNH 1028.
Thank you, 1028, 21 left, Golf, Kilo Hotel.
There she goes, back to 1200 RPM. Make sure the starter relay light has gone out, it has. Let's just get off the pumps so that others can get fuel. Right, away we go then. Don't know how successful that camera's going to be, but we'll see. Right then, let's make our first radio call. Auto radio, good afternoon, Golf India Sierra Delta Bravo, request airfield information, radio channel.
Golf Delta Bravo, welcome radio, runway news, 2 on left hand, QNH 1028, readability is 5.
2 on left hand, 1028, Golf Delta Bravo. Right, that was the barometer setting that I got, 1028. I've just set that on the altimeter. And now I'm going over to the threshold of runway 21, which was the active runway, to do what's called my power checks. And there's already a couple of aeroplanes there doing the same thing, so there might be a bit of a wait here. And just ahead of me, I can see a little red board with 21 red light. So that's the right one-way runway. Okay, so to the power checks. Power back to 1200 RPM. And the brakes can come on. Checklist. Everything by checklist so we don't forget anything. Right, brakes are on, throttle set for 1200. Fuel. Change the fuel tank. Fuel pump is on. Right tank. Fuel pump is off and the fuel pressure is good, but I'll leave the fuel pump on for takeoff. Okay, all pressures and temperatures are in the green. We're clear behind. Yep, we are okay. Put on the brakes, 2000 RPM. 3000
RPM, brakes are holding, carpet, quick check. Little drop on the carpet, magnetos, left, right. All running fine, vacuum. It's good. Suction is 5, alternator output is normal. Right, let's just check she idles at 5 to 800 RPM. Which she does. And the oil pressure is good when idling, yep. Okay, back to 1200. There we go, okay, trimmer is set to neutral, throttle friction nut is tight, mixture is rich, carpet is off. Magnetos are both on, primer is locked, flaps, 2 stages of flap. Fuel, we're on the right tank and the fuel pump is on. AI is erect, DI is 225 here on the compass. Engine gauges, T's and P's are still in the green, altimeter is set 1028. Harnesses are good, hatches are secure, flying controls, left and right. Nothing snagging, we're all good. Okay, that means we're happy to go. Right, we've got a yak behind us. Okay, brakes off. Let's go to line up. Exciting, huh? Can't see anything in the circuit. Golf Delta Bravo's lining up 2-1. Right, there's the numbers for 2-1. I'm just going to fly 3 circuits to start with to get that currency back for passengers. Okay, time is 12:15 and clear of the brakes, full power. Little window can go up. T's and P's are good. Airspeed is active. 50 knots. 60. She wants to fly, there we go. Up and away. Nice. Well, pretty good rate of climb for such a warm day. Take a bit of the trim out. Up we go. Nice. Okay. Beautiful visibility today. Absolutely gin clear. Don't get many days like this. Right. Ooh, a little bit of wind. Make sure the speed's good. 400 feet. Flaps can come up. In fact, as we're in the circuit, we'll set QFE 1023. All the flaps can come away now. Alright, gentle turn as we're still in the climb, as we come up to circuit height, which here is 800 feet. Can't see anyone joining downwind. See the airfield behind me? Wow, what amazing visibility. Okay, we're on the crosswind leg. Can't see anybody coming downwind. We're at 800 feet now, so I can bring the throttle back slightly. Coming back down to stay this side of the M4 motorway. Otherwise Heathrow gets upset. We don't want that. Okay, 800 feet's looking good. We can bring the power back and the trim in a little bit. Okay, we're downwind, just coming downwind now. And Golf Delta Bravo's downwind, touch and go. Right, how's everything looking? Speed is 105 knots. We're positioned very nicely. Okay, all looking good. A little bit of trim. Okay, throttle. Okay, I can see the yak is still doing his power checks. Make sure I turned you on. Yes, I did. Okay, let's start to get ready for the touch and go then. So this counts as a landing, even though I'm not going to do a full stop. I'm just going to put the wheels on the runway. And and then take straight off again, just saves a bit of time and fuel. Okay, we're in the white arc, so I can give it 2 stages of flap. 80 knots, this is good.
Waltham Radio, Golf Alpha Victor Sierra India.
600 feet at this time, it's all looking good. Bring the power back even more.
India, welcome back, 21 left hand,
Okay, turning final now.
QFE 1023.
That's 21 left hand and QFE 1023, Golf Sierra India.
Golf Delta Bravo, turning final, 21, touch and go. Okay, 75 knots on the nose, looking a little bit high. Let's give it all the flaps. Okay, it's looking good.
Radio, Golf, Oscar, Foxtrot, Echo, Romeo, request airfield information.
200 feet to go.
Foxtrot Echo Romeo, we're
75 knots.
left hand, QNH 1028.
21 left hand,
It's looking good.
1028, Golf, Echo, Romeo.
Okay, we'll start to round her out now. I've come down a little bit fast. Out of practice, you see. And touchdown, right, full power. Flaps away.
Copy the hotel, lining up 2-1.
Up we go again. A little bit ham-fisted, but I am rusty. It's all safe there. Right, flaps are up. Got the yak behind me taking off now. Right, this time I want to do that again, but not be quite so high and not quite so fast on the approach. T's and P's are still good, fuel pump still on. So that's one landing in the bag. Amazing viz, alright, 600 feet, start the turn gently. Climbing turn round again. Same procedure as before. You can see the yak on the runway behind me. Coming up to 800 feet, bring the power back. Check there's nothing coming downwind. Can't see anything. Around we go then. Stay inside the M4 again, power can come back a bit, just to keep the height right. There we go, and a little bit of trim just to hold us at circuit height. Perfect. The yak is airborne, I can see. Not cooling down in here at all, is it? Golf Delta Bravo, downwind 2-1, touch and go. Right, same thing again then, we're at 800 feet still, we're in the white arc, so I can bring 1 stage flap in, power back. Car beat can come on. Let's pull power back a bit more to 1500, lose a bit more height this time.
Alpha Radio, Golf, Charlie, Delta, Romeo Uniform, radio check and taxi.
Romeo Uniform, good morning. Your readability is 5, runway use 21 left hand.
This is looking better, 80 knots.
QNH 1028.
21 left hand and 1028 on the QNH, Golf April.
This is looking better, 600 feet at this point, feels much more like it. And I'll give it all the flaps when we get onto the final approach. Okay, 80 knots, 500 feet. Coming down, let's bring the power back a little bit. Another stage flat, power back a bit more. Okay, turning final. 75 on the nose, nailed the speed this time. Golf Delta Bravo, tying in final, 2-1, touch and go. Okay, down we come. Alright, 75 knots on the nose. All the flaps. Oh yeah, this is looking much more like it. Okay, power right back. Nice. Okay, hold her off. Hold her off, there we go. Flaps away, carpet away, full power. 60 knots. Up she goes again, chance to fly.
Welcome radio, Golf Alpha Zulu Romeo Alpha, radio check airfield details.
Golf India, visibility is 5, runway news 2 on left hand.
1-2, that's better, I'm back.
2 on left, 1028. Golf Romeo Alpha. Golf Zero, overhead.
Right, 300 feet. So that's 2 landings in the bag. I've got to do one more, obviously to land at the end of the sortie. So now I can actually leave the circuit, and I know I've got my 3 landings. So I'm current for my passenger currency.
Welcome back, runway news 2 on left hand, QFE 10.
Man, it's hot in here. Right, 600 feet, general turn.
QFE 102,
Round we go. Alright, we're not going to land this time, we're just going to head off to the west a little bit. Just so we can rejoin the circuit and try that. So we'll come around this way. Oops. Give you a little bit of a view out the front. There's the airfield.
Thanks very much. Go on, leave it off.
And Golf Delta Bravo is departing the circuit to the west. Okay, I'm keeping a good lookout now because there could be other aircraft joining. And I can see a glider over at High Wycombe over that way. But other airplanes come up on you very quickly in this game. I'm literally just going to head out to the west a bit and then come back. So let's put a bit more throttle on so we can climb. Hope you can see with that camera a little bit. Okay, let's concentrate on the flying then.
Traffic, Golf November Kilo, the photography service.
Good afternoon, readability is 5, runway news 2
Wow, I can tell it's a warm day. It's quite bumpy up here today.
2 on left hand, 1028, Golf Echo Uniform.
Right, see the aircraft leaving the circuit back there. Right, I'm happy with everything. I haven't forgotten how to fly. It feels all completely good to me. So rather than just burn off money for the heck of it, an expensive game this, we'll turn around and we'll rejoin the circuit for landing. And that is all there is to that. Right, there's the bend in the river. It's the River Thames down here. There's a bend just up there which is known as Point November for north. Just here I can see Henley. Keeping a good look out, make sure there's no one else around. Right, let's just show you.
Photography detail complete on the northwest.
Henley down there, hopefully you can see that.
Routing now
The River Thames. We're a bit bumpy up here. Not sure how this camera arrangement is going to work out, but we'll see. Alright, let's focus on getting back and landing then. So fuel pump can come off, actually fuel pressure is good. Let's give the carb a blow. Radio on White Waltham, engine T's and P's are in the green and the DI is 340 set. Okay, carb off. I can even see the City of London over there quite clearly.
3 miles out, visual with a helicopter slightly in front and 2 miles left.
Right, let's head to Point November. And we'll reset QFE 1023.
69 with visual with the fixed wing. If possible, shall we make a low level approach to the midpoint from approaching from the north? We're approximately 4 miles out.
Roger.
Okay, I'll just come up to the bend in the river now, which is Point November. So I shall give the airfield a call, let them know I'm going back, and try and fit in with the various traffic that's going on there. Sounds quite busy at the moment. I'll be glad to get some fresh air, can you tell?
Golf Alpha landing up runway 21.
Auto Radio, Golf India Sierra Delta Bravo, back at Point November for rejoin.
India Sierra Delta Bravo, welcome back to runway news 21 left hand, QFE 1023.
1023, 21 left hand, Golf Delta Bravo.
Golf November Kilo, descending dead side to runway 21.
Right, I have the airfield back in sight, I'm glad to say. And what I'm going to do here is something called an overhead join. It's quite complicated to explain while I'm actually doing it, but effectively I'm going to fly over the airfield, right over the midpoint of the runway effectively, at 1,300 feet above ground level.
Midpoint, can I get a wind check?
And then I'm going to spiral down into the circuit in an orderly manner before I land.
Wind check unofficially 211, 7 knots.
Copied on.
West 55, thank you.
Meters overhead.
Copied off. Just looking down this side at Marlow, see if I can show you.
Whisper 69, if you want to set down
Marlow down there.
pumps, that would be alright. Okay.
Amazing visibility today, absolutely gin clear. You don't often get it this clear, it has to be said. This is as good as it gets, particularly in the summer. Okay, and the airfield's ahead, I don't know if you can see it. Just out that way.
West 55, we're okay to cross the active.
Take my word for it.
We're at the ground.
Let's put you back there.
I just didn't know whether that fixing was rolling.
There we go.
Roger.
Here's Metro dead side.
Right, we're at 1,300 feet on the QFE, which is fine.
Golf kilo downwind, runway 21.
Let's do my approach checks. So brakes are off, undercarriage is fixed, mixture is rich, fuel, pump can come on, indicators, T's and P's are in the green, car beat is on, hatches and harnesses are secure. Approach checks complete.
Charlie, Delta Romeo form for rejoin.
Eagle, welcome back to runway use 21 left hand, QFE 1023.
Good look out for all this traffic that's coming in. Car beat can come off.
Here's Metro joining crosswind.
If you want to go north of the pumps,
Right, I can see the airfield. I'm going to be going overhead soon, and I'll need to make a call to let other aircraft know that I'm doing that. And then because it's a left-hand circuit, I can only turn left.
whisper 69.
And then we'll spiral down to the left and land on that same runway 21.
Just before the aircraft, that'll be fine.
Shall we continue northbound, away from these pumps?
Affirm.
Oh, Walter Radio, Golf Oscar Delta Delta Sierra, 1 mile south of Whiskey for rejoin.
Delta Sierra, standby.
Golf November Kilo, final, runway 21.
Whisper 69, that's perfect.
Beautiful, thank you very much.
And unfortunately, at just that point, the battery ran out in that primary camera. So unfortunately, we have to join it just using only that little back camera attached to the seat. And that's all there is to it. What a bummer that the battery ran out. Oh well, hope you got the gist of it. So there we go. I hope you got the gist of that. Sorry the camera battery ran out, but that's basically what doing a 90-day currency flight is all around. 3 circuits, takeoffs and landings. That means I'm good to take passengers next time. Right, all I've got to do now then is bag the aeroplane up, then leave it as I found it, and then I think time for a spot of lunch. Oh, well, what a cracking morning's entertainment that was. 21 degrees now, absolutely cracking day for anything that you want to do outside. And there's not many things I can think of that I'd rather do with a lovely day than what I've done today. A bit of motorcycling and a bit of flying. In fact, I can only think of one other thing, but that's reserved for Fridays when the wife's not working. So that's just about it for another one of my TMF vlogs. Hope that's been of some interest to you. Real shame that the camera battery died on me just at the crucial time as I was coming back into land at the airfield, so sorry about that. But obviously, as you probably gathered, there's quite a bit going on in the aeroplane, and the last thing you want to be doing is faffing about with batteries on cameras when you're trying to work out how to land. But with any luck, you will have got the general gist of how these things go. Anyway, depending on the comments and feedback I get, I may do some more videos like that, I may not, I'll see. Anyway, hope that one has been of some interest, and if this is the first time you've been to my channel, then thanks very much indeed for watching all the way to the end of the video. You've now learnt why I'm called the Missenden Flyer. As I say, I'm based in Great Missenden in Buckinghamshire, and my primary hobby actually is flying, very closely followed by motorcycling. But I just love aeroplanes. I've been flying for 21 years now, which is considerably longer than I've been riding motorcycles. Anyway, that was a bit of an unusual one for the channel. I don't often do the flying stuff, obviously, because it is a motorcycling channel, and as I say, if it is your first time along, I don't always do that sort of thing. I also do stuff in the garage about how to look after your bike. I do trips and tours, how-tos, product reviews, and I also do bike reviews as well. And if you've not subscribed already, it would be absolutely fantastic to have you along. Hit that subscribe button and indeed the little notification bell, and that way you won't miss anything. Alright, I look forward to speaking to you again soon. Until then, this has been the Missenden Flyer. Cheerio.